thrust my glaive forwards into the creature's face. 18.
Your glaive strike catches the creature directly in the mouth. Blood spurts from what you think is its nose, and teeth fall from its face. It mumbles something to itself, gripping at its horrible twisted flesh. It stands up, hefting its drum up on its back. I came here to this island a pitiful adventurer. I intend to leave it a prophet. It swings its drum down at you, Gregor. The creature cleaves the air above your head, missing, crying, and bleeding everywhere.
Brandishing my blade, I attempt to cleave one of its legs apart, rendering it slightly less mobile. 17.
You slice through the creature's leg like it was made out of paper mache. You have no idea what this soft tissue is, but it certainly isn't flesh. It's far too gentle. The creature lets out a howl.
Remembering my recently fallen comrade, I will pause in a brief moment of silence, and then snap my fingers. A new imp rising from the chaotic depths below us. I whisper something into its ear, drop it, and punt it ever so slightly in the direction of the strange creature. That's a 1.
Your foot connects with something hard and heavy. It's the head of the priest.
Oh no.
Chaotic energy ripples from your boot tips. Spiraling through the air, the blonde-headed man's head whizzes over Ash and Gregor.
Oh! Marcus? Why would you do that?
All according to plan. All according to plan.
The head rolls off into the distance.
I trust you.
I trust you slightly less.
Since these attacks don't seem to be doing much, I'm gonna jump back and take a long, hard look at this creature's life choices. I assume the stance of clarity, which lets me read its life history.
You suddenly empathetically understand the sad tale of a man who wanted to be an adventurer, came to this island. The proudest moment of his life was when he struck down the Pigbat King and won the Drum of the Destroyer. What's happened to him in the meantime? Only his twisted god knows.
This guy used to be human.
I gathered as much.
No way!
Oh well. I charge forward, spear in hand, thrusting with great vigor. I smash into the creature and try to push him over this bench. 12.
Your stab pierces the creature's chest. It stumbles backwards. Why? It spills over, drum rolling across the ground.
I perch atop the bench and point down. You're a monster!
It turns over.
I eye it warily. Is it dead?
Yep.
That was
I
really
know, 'cause I killed
disappointing.
Are you sure? Wait, so is this thing, it's just dead? Is there blood?
Black blood oozes from the creature's wounds.
Stand back for a moment, Gregor.
As Marcus is doing that, I go and retrieve the drum.
Just to be safe, why don't we hit it while it's down, so to speak. I raise both of my hands into the air, congealing a ball of black energy out of the ether, and slamming it down onto this creature.
It detonates in a violent shower of blood and bone.
I feel a tidal wave of goop wash against my back as I'm walking towards the drum. I slowly turn around and lock my eyes with Marcus. I don't say a word.
I wink.
I told you it was dead.
Ash, hefting up the drum, you notice some of the bits the creature collected oozing out of the end.
Oh gosh.
Ash, stop playing around with the goop.
I shake the remaining bits out of the drum.
It all slops to the floor, pooling and congealing.
Oh. Marcus?
I raise my hands, I flourish my hands to the sky, conjuring up another chaotic ball of strange, ethereal energy.
I sprint for the podium.
And slam dunking it into the ground, but not before shielding my face with my cloak.
Your magic digs into the flesh. What normally erases simply pools, adding pattern to the bits of goop. Quickly, the flesh expands outwards and upwards.
Looking out from behind the plinth, I stare at the horrid amalgam of flesh, blood, fat, and gristle. Oh no.
It continues to take shape, approaching that of a large humanoid.
Maybe get at that before it finishes pooling together?
A cry resounds from its throat. Thaddeus, you wake me too early. Your overeagerness has brought about this imperfect form. What am I composed of? Such cheap material. It takes a look at its own skin. Thaddeus? Where's Thaddeus? Is that... He looks over at the pool of black blood on the ground. That Thaddeus? Over there?
I believe that...
Can't say that I knew his name.
And there? And there?
And a little bit all over me, yes.
The creature hunches over. My disciple, though I may have been cruel to you, I can at least avenge your death. It raises its arms.
Now, hold on. Instead,
the creature slams into you with one of its large bladed arms.
I kick off the ground and dash towards Marcus as I see the blade coming towards him. I grab his head and push it down, attempting to send the both of us tumbling into Gregor.
I await with open arms.
Gregor receives the pass. The three of you roll together.
I assume that my imp is still skittering around. Yes, peeing in this bush. I beckon him over and set him on this monstrosity. I enlarge Gregor.
Whoa! Still holding on to you. You are lifted 5 feet in the air.
I take a step back, sizing up the horrid monstrosity before us. I look up at Gregor and attempt to advise him as best I can. Go kill it.
Okay. Is that all? I was gonna do that.
You'll be fine. Yeah. Don't worry. We'll come in a minute.
Okay.
I pat him on the side of the leg. As I pat him on the side of the leg, I run a guidance through him.
My leg feels great. Using my newfound leg powers, I'm going to run forward, doing a little tumble, and then coming up with a high kick to this creature's face. 16.
You approach the monster with grace. You hit the ground, shaking it, sending a shockwave, upsetting both Marcus and Ash, and your right leg rises through the air as if compelled by magic. You sort of slip, but deliver a glorious high kick to the creature's face. You both hit the ground.
This is cool!
However, oddly enough, you feel yourself shrinking already. Your form diminishes, returning to its normal size.
That certainly isn't good.
What's with the cheap magic, Marcus?
It's not cheap. I really put a decent amount of money into that one. First, I am going to tell my imp to go for the eyes. Then I will step out over here so as to get a bit of a better shot. Extend one hand and Eldritch Blast this horrendous creature right in its chest. 8.
Your imp climbs onto the creature's head and begins slapping away at it.
You're damn right it does.
You throw a lava blast over Gregor that lands perfectly between the creature's legs.
Right in the Ghiblis.
Except no, I mean the area literally between its legs, not in any sort of elvic sense. It stands, prompting an attack from Gregor.
2.
Oh, wow.
You strike at the creature's leg. However, it withstands your assault. The creature then slams the back of its hand into you.
Oh. I should have been big for this!
Where's the drum?
The drum has rolled across the ground and is somewhere over in the vicinity of the blonde man's severed head.
Great. Great. All right. Where does the creature's attention currently lie?
On you.
Great.
You just smacked Gregor away.
Oh, that's fantastic. Let's see. I pull out a. No, I run. I pull out from the situation.
Marcus sees little more than a trail of smoke.
Fast as my body will allow, I dash behind the plinth and dive behind it, hoping to shield myself from the creature's sight. I edge around the corner of it and assess Gregor's condition first. How's he doing?
Give away.
Gregor's got 2 black eyes, but you're pretty sure that's from the skeleton beatdown. He looks pretty fine.
All right. I peek over for a moment and look at Marcus.
I step forward, leisurely, cloak swishing ever so slightly in the wind. You've picked the wrong people to mess with, I say. I wave my hand, and all around me the light dims, becoming murkier. The bright sunshine growing noticeably more obscured, as my eyes glint menacingly. Yeah, I'm done. That's all I got.
Well, on the upside, they can't see your tears as the creature approaches.
I steel myself.
So looking pretty moody over there.
I look up over the plinth as I hear a very, very light sobbing.
The creature swings.
I nimbly sidestep the monster's blow, wind whistling in my ear as its massive arm goes straight past me. I smirk. You'll have to do better than that.
Hey, tall, dark, and ugly.
The creature turns. Marcus turns. You notice behind a building off in the distance, the guildmaster turns. And from the tavern behind you, Thog turns and looks at you.
I'm gonna be... a lot of pressure all of a sudden. Is it hot in here? I'm gonna kill you! I run forward and try not to trip. I'm going to make a running leap and try and stick my blade directly in its chest, where its organs probably lie. 20.
You do trip magnificently. You're airborne. A glorious posture, one knee raised. You rise, your glaive piercing the creature, followed shortly by your entire body.
My eyes widen.
Definitely got some organs. On me.
The creature releases a howl, its life in danger. It runs, stomping over the plinth.
Ah!
Don't worry. I can't get far. I've got at least 3 hearts in my hands.
The creature crouches down and attempts to slam into ash. For some reason, you can't help but grin as the creature slams into you. You slide backwards, dirtying yourself on one of the clubs from the earlier fight, and your movement continues on a water slide of gore.
Oh, that's great.
You slam into the door, blood seeping from your mouth.
I wipe away my blood. I cover my mouth with my hand before Thog can see me.
So,
Eat a dick! Say not one word! I continue to wipe away the blood and spit in the other direction.
That's a lot of, Is that your blood?
No! You'd know if it was my blood. Get this fucking sick off of me! I toss the gore off of me and push the bar door open and enter.
Not the time to be getting drunk.
I said eat a dick! I stumble into the bar. I hobble over to the bar and slam my hand down on the countertop. Oleni! Give me the usual!
He's turned around in his corner, his head down.
Inni! Oleni! Gods! I jump over the corner and push him aside. I pull out one of the
Oh, Ashling! I didn't realize you were here!
Shut it! I pull out one of the rusted metal glasses, dip it deep into the barrel where he gets all of his alcohol, and leap over the counter once more. Running out of the bar, I'm careful not to spill the contents of the cup that I have.
You have to pay for that.
I just glare at Thog as I walk out.
I walk up. Excellent job, Ash. I ushered it right into your open arms.
Yes.
Also great.
Thanks.
Really? Fantastic.
It's not dead, Marcus.
I turn around.
I slap him on the back and hand him the cup. Here, explosive, highly. Do something with it. I don't care.
I sniff it briefly and recoil at the noxious fumes coming off of the glass. I, take a step forward and throw it at the creature's face.
The imp, waiting there from the very start, receives your pass.
I nod at the imp, thrusting a hand forward, snapping my fingers, and creating a spark within the cup. A burst of flame explodes, engulfing the creature's face and my imp. I shut a single tear.
The creature, now headless, collapses to its knees, resting on the plinth.
I spit away some of the remaining blood. Wipe the rest on the inside of my arm.
That was, nicely done, Marcus.
Yes, good job, Marcus.
Thank you, I do my best.
Yeah. I mean, couldn't forget
But
about...
there were losses.
What, you're talking about, any of these people in the town that were killed as a result of your,
People? Yes. Yes, all of the many innocent lives that were lost today. It's truly a tragedy.
You're just crying over...
I'm not crying.
Marcus, you want like a handkerchief?
I'm fine. No, I'm good. No, thank you.
That's good, because it's covered in blood.
I see. Well, I just need a moment to compose myself, if you would be so kind.
I'm going to poke at this new monument and make sure it's really dead.
I assess it as well.
An additional heart falls from the creature.
That's probably all of them.
I go over to retrieve the drum.
As you round the corner, the guildmaster emerges.
Oh!
Great job sweeping up in front of you. He places a foot on the drum.
I glare at him as I'm about to retrieve the drum. Mind moving
That
your
was-
foot?
That was fantastic
Mind
work back
moving
there.
your foot?
No. He kicks behind him, kicking the drum backwards and the severed head of the priest. It's, yeah. Great work here.
I stand up straight and
Seriously,
narrow my
look at
eyes.
this. He motions around to the town. Oh, get over here. So, you guys, you killed the monster. Great work. You even gave us a new monument.
Yeah, we did. I expect to be paid extra for that.
And you even destroyed the town in the process. Fantastic. I was thinking of renovating anyway. Thog places his head in his hand. Yeah, no, just finished rebuilding it. No, it's fine. Yeah. Just have to rebuild. Pay the people, Thog. Mondo bucks all
No,
around.
real money.
Yeah!
Actual money would...
Real money.
Real money.
Real Mondo bucks.
No, Gregor, real money. Give us gold or something.
Thog walks up behind you, Ash, takes the last bit of alcohol you took from the bar, gonna need this, and wanders away.
So we will be getting paid.
Oh yeah,
Yes.
of course you're gonna be paid, right after you talk to my friend over here.
Listen, I've seen some sick stuff today, but
No, it's just a little shy. He was hiding a little further. Get in here. A man emerges from behind the building. Oh, so you've dealt with the threat. Fantastic work, I do have to say.
thank you.
So, I'm quite impressed by you three. How did you exactly handle that thing? What sort of powers did you use? It was
I glance at Marcus and Gregor.
unearthly.
Well, it was a combination of
Strength,
my
skill,
own...
brains, Ash, and
Thanks.
lots of
ingenuity.
hearts. Yeah.
Precisely, Gregor.
Ingenuity.
All of those things, and perhaps more.
Fantastic. And that creature you defeated, it seemed to be quite powerful and made short work of my men. Would you say you're stronger than that thing?
Stronger than your
I
men,
would say that
certainly. I don't think that the creature was particularly strong itself. I just think that your men were weak by comparison.
Also, we're really, really strong.
Gregor?
Interesting.
Don't have to rub salt into their wounds, Ash.
They're
Interesting.
dead.
So, that thing, it's my job to sort of categorize these things as different events. We categorize that as having a negative impact on this meat-shire installation, equivalent to that of a natural disaster. And you were capable of taking care of that thing?
I bow. Why, yes, we were.
I fought a tornado once.
I glance at Gregor. What?
I just nod.
Okay, it's gonna be story time at some point.
The man motions behind him. You hear the clanking of metal.
My hand reaches.
I hope.
My hand wanders towards the hilt of my sword.
So, yeah, if you're strong enough to beat a natural disaster, we have to take you in, ask you a few questions, you know? Payment can come after that. Isn't that right? Have fun, kids!
Fucking horse on.
Well, now that I can see what exactly you're getting at, I'll tell you what I told the Dowager Empress of Panhao Tanuk when she tried to have me executed for crimes against the realm. You'll have to catch me first.
I bolt away at the same time Marcus does.
Where are we going?
Just run, Gregor!
Okay.
The guards thunder behind you. Get the horned one first. He seems to be their leader.
What?
You, This is our hiding spot. Get out of here.
I was going to hide here!
No, we were hiding from the monster. You slam into the graveyard, tipping over a styrofoam gravestone.
Hey,
I've done too much.
I see Marcus outside through one of the windows. But I think
Gregor, look out!
I reach out the window and pull Marcus in.
Whoop!
you'll never take Gregor, the man who almost killed a tornado.
Marcus, get a hold of yourself!
I'm sorry.
They break in through the
Get
windows.
the windows, somebody!
Okay, my
I
bad.
got it,
Oh,
I got-
God, no.
They already got it.
Ugh!
Where are these guys?
You're never going to take me! Yeah. Yeah!
Wait, I thought you said that they got us.
Gregor, hey.
Cobra.
Fuck! Shit, I think they got Gregor! I glance
Ow,
back at the
get
shattered
off.
window.
Your armor is so
Hiding
pointy.
in this pile of dirt.
Gregor fell for a classic ploy, being asked nicely.
Find your own hiding spot. There's only room in this pile of dirt for one.
Fuck
They're
you,
in the
Marcus!
pile of dirt, get him!
Fuck you! You deserve it!
Damn you!
I grit my teeth as I see Thog. Hug! I pull out my
Two
sword
guards
and
burst in through the door.
I pull out my sword and leap towards Thog. You knew this would happen! You knew it would happen!
His eyes widen as he sees you coming. He quickly ducks, slips under you, and guides you out the Marcus hole.
The fields are full of stunted
Outside,
bulls
you are
with
surrounded by guards.
all of them with vacant smiles,
one to
grazing
prove.
like there's nothing wrong. The stars look like they're cut out of the sky when I lay down to sleep. Tired from the senseless trials that we face to prove we're
The
strong.
rest of the guards join the
That
crowd.
house is made of paper, and this river runs like butter. In the mornings they release the vapor patterned in this set heart sputtering. Don't say a thing. You are strong, or you got horns, or you are wise. Don't think it's wrong. No one to be
Everyone,
realized. You
tackles
die.
Ash.
Shit! God damn it!
Chased out of the city, rabid golems gaining quickly just behind. Canceling no legalese when Sherpas murmur sweetly in your mind. And if justice isn't all that you had hoped that it would be, don't pay it mind. You know what's right and wrong, so smile and disagree. And Others find your gender vague and murky, at the masters drink away the sorrows, heal their wounds, and know you're blessed. It's another perfect day to continue our ascent. So walk with haste if you choose to stay, and ignore the thrilling intent.
Are you fucking kidding me?